Hello everyone and welcome to the second video in English for Naya Games, where I prepare for the Regional Championships in Prague, which is actually the next weekend, depending on when you're watching this video, of course. I'm going to be playing BOROS Energy again. There are a couple changes to the deck from the last time. I'm trying out one Showdown of the Skulls. It's probably worse than one of these two free drops, but I just wanted to give it a try to get a feel for the card. People are playing a bunch of them in the sideboard, but I put it into main deck just to play with it more. And I also didn't have a space in the sideboard, honestly. I also have a Blood Moon main deck for a similar reason. I just didn't have a space in the sideboard. Also, in the last Modern Challenge, there were like 3 Eldrazi or 5 Eldrazi decks in the top 8. And people are also going back to Mardu with energies, and Blood Moon is actually fine against them. So I think it might be fine to play in main deck. Also, I played against a bunch of decks where Bombardment wasn't actually that insane. It's still fine to draw the first copy, but obviously the second copy is dead, which is justifiable in maybe like a mirror or whatever, where the card is actually insane. But in the matchups where it's like, you know, okay, maybe having the third copy isn't as good, but I'm not sure about that as well. I'm also added a second failure. I was actually kind of up and down on the card. Like at certain point, I didn't like it at all. Then I was like, yeah, maybe let's play one copy. But I actually started liking it more and more. It's actually pretty good in the mirror. You can block an Ocelot Pride. You know, you can just ambush it. It's a nice value card. It can exile tokens. I also added a Chain to the Rocks to the main deck because I expect a bunch of frog decks. It's also fine against the Teamer Breach deck because they have Tamio and Emery, so having additional removal spell isn't bad. And it goes well with the Failure because you can exile like a token or like a mediocre creature, and then later you can blink it and get the effect again. Same goes for Static Prison. As for the sideboard, I added a Deafening Silence. It's even possible I should be playing 2 copies. I was struggling against the combo decks a little bit. And this is really good against them. You know, you have the Breach deck, you have the Storm deck, and Deafening Silence is extremely good against those. So I added that. I also added a third Chermo, just because the Eldrazi decks are probably better than people have expected, even myself. They're actually really good, and it's hard to beat them without the Chermo. And as I said, there were 5 in the last top 8 or whatever. So I just wanted to had a third Chermo. I'm not sure how to sideboard against them, by the way. It's pretty difficult. You're adding like a bunch of expensive cards, so maybe you wanna cut like, you know, some of the Phlages or Pyromancers or Fables. I'm not really sure. Hopefully in this video I'll play that matchup so I can learn it a little bit more. But yeah, besides that, it's the same as last time, so no real reason to go into huge depth. If you wanna have like a more extensive deck check, maybe you can go watch the first video. All right. Let's see. Let's click on this. This is actually the second time I'm recording this video. The first time my microphone wasn't turned on, so that's a little bit unfortunate for me. I found that before I played any of the matches, fortunately, so it took only like 15 minutes. But it's always so baffling to me that I have to wait for so long. Like there are just so many active players. I guess they're just playing their matches. Let's hope it doesn't take too long. I was actually a little bit worried when they announced Magic Arena that there's just not gonna be enough active players on Magic Online and you would have to wait forever. But it doesn't actually influence it that much. It might have for like the standard or limited, but for modern it's about the same as it used to be. Oh, we're waiting over 1 minute. No. I guess I can talk about the deck more before we find an opponent. Let's see. Trying to think what to think about. Also, another card that, you know, is a possible cut maybe for like the additional showdown or whatever is Fear Fire Foes. The reason would be that the showdown is pretty good in mirror as well, but it's also good in the other grindy matchups. But I found the Fear Fire Foes to be quite important in the mirror. It's just a big disadvantage if they have access to it in their deck and you don't. Okay, so how do I make this a little bit smaller? Not like that. Well, whatever, it's fine. Alright, I'm definitely going to keep. Is it? No. There should be some. Because I'm using this right window, this is like a little bit too big for me now, so I would like to make it smaller, but I don't know how. Oh, I didn't talk about it in the deck tech. I actually cut it. Let's just search for Sacred Foundry, I guess. I cut it one Ragavan and one Ocelot Pride. I just found them to be a little bit weak, especially if you draw them in multiples. But it can definitely bite you if you draw like 2/2-drops and no 1-drop. And you know, like maybe the second failure could have been on Assault Pride. Obviously in those scenarios it's going to suck, but overall I think it's fine. Also the deck plays more white fetches than red ones. And you often want to search for like a mountain later so that you can play a pyro plus another red card, and you don't have to, you don't want to take 2 at that point. So I find it's better to use the white features first rather than the red ones, but it obviously depends. Alright, our hand is kinda insane. I can just discharge that, play Pride, that's a pretty good turn. I can also play a Johnny and start bombarding him next turn. Even Failure is good. I'm not really sure what's best. I think just like the Ajani route has the highest upside. But leaving a Mana Dork in play can be a little bit dangerous. Also just starting Ocelot Priding isn't bad. When in doubt, just kill the bird. I think either way, I'm pretty far ahead. Guess I'm just gonna get the mountain. But if I don't, I feel like if I do this, he's just like pretty screwed regardless. But with the other way, he has extra mana. He can have some insane turn or something. This is maybe slightly worse to like a Bowmasters. But even Bowmasters is fine, I think, because I just get a third energy here. He kills the Pride, but I still have the cat. And I can just do this next turn. It's basically the same if I do it next turn because he has like 1 less mana. I don't know, I think this is better. One downside maybe is that if I draw a land next turn, I would be able to go 2-drop plus a 1-drop. Whereas now if I draw a land, I can only play a 2-drop and I don't use the third mana. Which could potentially be a good enough reason to do it the other way. But now he's just screwed. I'm just gonna bombardment that. I did draw the land. Let's play this first. Maybe that will force him to push in response and I can readjust. Because if he doesn't push now, I know he probably doesn't have it and I can just kind of safely put the counters on the Pride. It seems like he has the push. He's killing that one. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Pride is really good with bombardment. I'm still gonna kill his dude. At least the land that I drew was a fetch land, so I can still surveil. Yeah, I kind of didn't realize that, you know, drawing a land makes holding a 1-drop in hand much better. So maybe for that reason I should have done it the other way. I still think I'm extremely far ahead, but it would have probably been better. Sure. So he had a Yawgmoth and a Blooming Marsh. Assuming he's taking Yawgmoth, but he might be missing land drops. Right. He could have another push. Ooh, that's a good card to put in a graveyard. Completely useless. Right, I guess I just attack first. I would rather him to push this than the Ajani, so just attack first. And I'm just gonna kill the spawn token, flip Ajani, and that should pretty much be game over. Oh, he has like Boseiju or something? Ooh, okay. Well, at least I get a land. So the question is whether we want to just flip Ajani by playing the second one or just play Ophelia. The model lagged, I guess. I don't know what's happening. Either way, he's pretty dead. I guess just playing the Ophelia is better. Ophelia is a card that you just want to proactively put into play, whereas Ajani is still gonna be great if I have it in my hand. So I feel this is better. Oh, he's playing that main deck. I guess that's for the Green Sun Zenith. Not really going to be that useful against me here. I didn't realize that he can Boseiju me. So maybe for that reason I should have played the Ajani pre-combat, because I would be able to get a third energy. I put additional 2 counters on this. I just didn't realize that there's a chance that I get additional mana. But that was probably better. Okay, so against Yawgmoth, I don't think we want Blood Moon. You can sometimes get them with it. Like it's a fine card for the first game. If you draw it, it's not like, you know, oh, I have this Blood Moon in my deck, it's so bad. But I don't think it's good enough to keep in post board. I'm not sure about this Werther and a Ghost Vacuum. The Werther obviously works against the 2-mana artifact. I can't remember the name because I'm too old. Sometimes they play like the 2-mana enchantment guy that makes 1/1s as well. So if they have additional targets for Werther, I bring it in. But I'm not sure if it's good enough only for the 2-mana artifact. I definitely want to cut all the Raga ones though. They just have so many 1/1s. They have like a Young Wolf. They have Bowmasters as well. So Raga 1 is just really bad against them. I guess for that reason, I have to bring in the Werther and probably the Ghost Vacuum as well. It can work against the 2-mana artifact as well, though they can kind of play around it by just exiling something end of turn. You know, you use the Ghost Vacuum and then they can do it again on their turn. But it helps against that at least a little bit, and it also helps against Young Wolf. I have to keep in... I can put in like a Stony Silence against the artifact. I can Just have like a one Ragavan in my deck. I guess Ragavan is still fine. Sometimes you have it with like Guide of Souls and you can give it flying. I think it's better than Blood Moon. Sure. Obviously going to keep this hand. Turn 1, halfling again. Do I want to kill it again? I think so. Andrea Mingucci said in one of his videos that he thinks that the times of bolting the bird are over and you just want to keep the discharge for something better. I'm not really sure I agree. He's just gonna, from the first turn, he's just gonna have an access to additional mana for the entire game. It's just extremely powerful, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna kill it. Not to mention that he can play like a Grist or something. Ooh, that was a nice draw. Yeah, let's just play the Ajani, and I'm gonna play the Arena of Glory. This will just cost me 1 life, and I want to keep the fetch land for a future surveil. So let's just do that. By the way, for people who don't know how the Yawgmoth deck works, you can use Yawgmoth just as kind of like a card advantage card, but if you have a young wolf, you know, you can keep putting the counters on the young wolf. So if you have a card like Hapatra, you can make infinite 1/1s and stuff like that. There are like bunch of infinite combos with it, but oftentimes they just play it and they get like a huge advantage with it. They just like kind of kill your board, draw a lot of cards, and just win kind of that way. But there's a way to go infinite as well. Alright, so he missed the land drop, which makes killing the halfling kind of appealing. I could just Traben Charm it and play a Pride. Or I can just fear Fire Foes. That will kill the young wolf as well. But I think the fear is going to be better later. And also it will allow me to play the Pride here, which is pretty good. Even if they have Bowmasters, I have Ajani in play, so you know, that's fine. So the question is, if you want to play the Sunbay Canyon or use the fetch land. I already have another surveil land in my hand. It still might come down to the fact that I will want to search for additional surveil land, though I'm pretty likely to draw another fetch land by that point anyway. And I would just be taking like one damage here for no reason. Maybe I will have to tap out next turn and I will want to play the surveil land, so that's like additional 1 point. Not sure. It's a very minor thing, but I think I'm gonna play the fetch land. I guess one advantage of keeping the Traben Charm is that it can instant speed kill Yawgmoth. Though I still think it's better to just play the Pride. Okay, so I guess I can just, yeah, let's kill that. Normally I would obviously not kill Halfling mid game, but he's missing land drops. So I think it's fine. He's thinking about Bowmasters now, probably. If he doesn't play it, I can safely attack with Ajani because obviously he will not have mana for it. But let's see what he does. That's definitely what he's thinking about, right? Like, I cannot imagine what else would he be thinking about here. Alright, he did play the Bowmasters. And he's just shooting my face. Yeah, that makes sense. Still gonna attack here. And I'm happy that I kept the Fear Fire Foes, given that he played that card, of course. At the beginning, when I didn't really know this matchup, I wasn't sure if Ragavan or Ocelot Pride was better. Looking back, that's actually crazy. Ragavan would be so bad on this board. It's even possible that, you know, you want to have the Blood Moon or Stony Silence over it, honestly. Blood Moon at least can sometimes, you know, actually win you the game. Alright. So the question here is if I wanna put the guide into play or just surveil. The guide into play doesn't really accomplish that much. You know, if I draw a creature next turn, I can just play the guide and then play the creature. The fact that I played it turn earlier is not really going to accomplish that much, but the surveil might actually matter a lot if there is a bad card on the top and then I put it in a graveyard and then I draw a good card, maybe the creature for the guide. That actually matters quite a bit. So yeah, let's just... And as you can see here, there are other matchups where Fear Fire Foes is actually quite good. It's even extremely good against like the green-white deck that plays the 2-mana enchantment that says that at the end of turn you can sack a guy. Do I want to attack with the Sprite? It actually might be reasonable. Flip Ajani is pretty good. Yeah, let's attack with it, I think. And if he doesn't block it, I'm gonna get another token. Either way, I'm happy. Well, now it's closer with the guide because I will actually get energy with this guide. Also, I have this Senbei Canyon, so I can just surveil next turn and then draw the card with Canyon. So I actually talked myself into playing this guide here. Right. And now we're kind of in a dominating position. Their deck doesn't really have answers for Planeswalkers. They could have like an Abrupt Decay or something, I guess. But, you know, most likely they just don't really... They probably have like a Bowmasters or something. Alright, I guess I'm gonna surveil first. That's good enough for me to keep. Maybe I kind of want to bait him into using the Bowmasters so that this Pride survives, which is kind of funny. Like maybe I just want to put a counter on one of the cat tokens instead of the guide, so that he Bowmasters it, and then I can play the Pride safely. Though if I just attack with the cats, he's still probably gonna play the Bowmasters regardless, even if I don't put counters on one of them. Which means, yeah. And I have to make a cat here so that I get energy. Alternatively, I could have drawn with a Canyon. I guess that would be really bad against the Bowmasters. What am I saying? Alright. Let's attack. Maybe I should have, oh, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. No, actually I will have a city's blessing anyway. I was about to say that it was maybe better to attack only with a one token. Because if he plays the Bowmasters, he can kill one and then block the other one with the token. And then I will not have city's blessing, but that's actually not the case. Seems like... Okay. You also could have an endurance here, I guess. I didn't think about that. That's fine though. If one of the cat tokens dies, you know, I'm not really that worried. And do I want to static prison that? Actually, static prisoning it now doesn't accomplish that much, and I will just lose 1 energy in the next turn. Though it might be better to draw the card now because he stepped out and he cannot Bowmasters me. I guess I'm getting so much energy that, you know, the fact that I would lose 1 here is not really that important, but he's pretty dead here. Yay. Nice. Alright, we have the first stab. Feels pretty good. I'm just addicted to winning. You know, like my day is just horrible. I want to kill myself, I hate myself, and then I win like 2 matches in a row and suddenly I feel great about myself. The issue is that if you feel bad and you lose those matches, you feel even worse. But that's why you have to get better so that it doesn't happen as often. The card here disappeared, but that's gonna change soon enough. Alright. Obviously a really good hand. I didn't draw the showdown yet. Oh, are we playing against the same deck again? This deck isn't really that popular. At least it wasn't. Oh, it's the I guess it's some combination. Maybe it's some combination of Yawgmoth plus the Baskin Broodscale combo. That's interesting. Haven't played against that yet. It actually kind of makes sense. A lot of the cards gonna work in both of those scenarios. Okay, I think I'm just gonna trade and charm the Saga. Not only that Saga is great, but it also, you know, kills their land in the early game. One thing going against that is that we have this combo of Ajani plus Bombardment here, which is obviously quite strong. I still think I'm just gonna kill the Saga though. Pass. It's possible that I wanted to make this trade just because it makes his like future Yawgmoth or whatever, and this trade can just happen at any point. And they also play Horde of Calling, But I could maybe draw like a Guide of Souls, and then having this Ragavan into play might be good. Also, just having additional creature for Ajani is good. But it's possible that it was right to do that. Grist is good. Let's see. My gut tells me to just play the Pyro here. One problem with that is that we could not draw a 4 untap land, and then I cannot make sure that I have a, you know, the Ajani combo going. But I still think the upside is high enough that I want to do that. I just learned that when in doubt, you should just play the free drop on turn 3. What often happens if you don't do that is that it just kind of gets stacked in your hand because it's like too expensive, and you didn't get that powerful effect, and that just influences the entire game because you just made a weaker play and you just didn't use all of your mana or whatever. So yeah, and I did draw the... Ooh, there's a showdown. It actually looks pretty good here. Not too shabby. He needs to have a really good turn here, otherwise he's pretty screwed, I think. Okay, so he could have a Horde or a Bowmasters here. Let's just play the Bombardment first to kind of see what's up. What he can Horde for? He has access to free mana. I'm just thinking whether I should attack with this elemental token. I guess I can just always sack it anyway. So let's attack here. I guess attacking doesn't really make that much sense because, you know, I can just like... I kind of give him the choice because I can kill the token at any point by just sacking it to the bombardment, and I just gave him a choice. But I think that's fine. I guess it's worse because I have less creatures now, which is... Let's do that. He could have a removal spell, but I think the upside is way too high. Yeah, but as you can see here, I don't have enough creatures now to kill the Grist, so that was definitely a mistake to trade off that token. That was just pretty bad. Horde for 2. Okay, sure. That dies. I guess I'm just gonna kill the Broodscale now. Does this kill Planeswalkers? It does. That actually kind of sucks. I really don't want to lose this Ajani. Oh, second that token was really bad. Also, when I was shooting with when I sacked the cat, maybe I shouldn't have killed the 1/1 and I should just shoot the Grist. I'm just gonna shoot the Grist. Now he can sack a guy. He kills this, but then he loses both of these. I guess he can adapt this and then sack the 1/01. but I kinda takes his turn. Now let's just sack the pyro. It's fine. Definitely could have played this turn better, but I still think we are in a fine position. I don't want to sack one of these two guys, because then if he kills the other one, he can just attack the Ajani. Yeah, that was pretty bad though. Green Sun Zenith for free. Sure. I'm not used to playing against this version, that's why I'm kinda all over the place. Oh. Well, now I'm gonna shoot this. Because at least he has to sack one of these two good creatures. Right. It all kind of settled. I still think we are a huge favorite to win this game, but it definitely could have been even better. Such a small thing, just attacking with a 1/1 makes such a huge difference. I guess it didn't really matter that much because he just searched for another grist. Ooh, it's not too bad. Okay, so I could get these tokens, kill the Broodscale, and just attack the grist. I kind of want to play the showdown this turn though. This trade just seems kind of good though. I guess I can just play the showdown first and kind of see what I hit. Ooh, right. Play this. Attack. Nice. I do like the showdown. It seems quite powerful here. I can definitely even see playing additional copies. Blade of the Blood Chief, sure. Another one, alright. Blood Moon. It's not actually the worst. You can take away the black mana here. I'm definitely going to be playing the Flage this turn. Otherwise it goes away. So I might as well play pre-combat so that this Dragon 1 deals extra damage. And I can even maybe flash it back depending on what I hit with this Dragon 1. I'm gonna lose this land, but that's fine. Excuse me. Alright, I think I'm just gonna flash back the Flage. he can make it infinite, right? Because he just keeps like in the O1s and it just grows. Should I just kill it in response? I guess I'm just gonna do it. It's not like it would be a game over, but he would have had infinite. I guess I could have just attacked with the flage, shoot him, and then get the flage back again. Wait, what happened? I'm an idiot. I didn't realize. I didn't realize it gets +1/+1. I thought it only makes the sign. Jesus Christ. Am I gonna lose this game? Oh my god. I cannot believe I'm gonna lose this game. Jesus Christ. Because now I cannot actually kill him next turn. Probably. Unless I draw like a 1-mana creature. And next turn he can just kill me. Jeez. Okay, so if I draw a 1-mana creature, I can kill him. Because I can just play 2 1-mana creatures, sack them, and then return flage and kill him. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not used to playing against this. If I just didn't do that, he would make all of this, but I would just untap, attack with the flage, and then just burn him out with a bombardment. I played this game really bad. I apologize, guys. I'm happy that it happened here and not in the regionals, though. Why is this taking so long? He just wants to make sure that, you know, he's in the best possible position before he passes. But it doesn't really like actually matter that much because I'm just gonna concede if I don't draw the answer. And we just have to wait here. But I cannot concede because I have like some outs. I can also maybe draw a Jani. A Jani would also win, I think. Oh wait, I have the Arena of Glory. He's still dead, right? Because I can just play the Ragama on Sekid and Arena of Glory and just shoot him. Alright, alright. I could even sack the Static Prison to get the 5th card. Why is he doing this? Alright. Pretty embarrassing victory. Sure, I'm gonna pay. Pretty embarrassing victory, but at least we've seen the power of the showdown. I'm actually quite impressed. I might even add a second copy. Like, the showdown has been good. It's kind of a nice substitute for the One Ring. He just took like 6 minutes to do all of that, and then he just died. Like, it was all on the table. I had the Arena of Glory, I had the Flage, and I had the showdown going into the graveyard. Like, it was just pointless to do that. Okay, because it's he's probably, I don't know what he's playing black for, but he's probably not playing Yawgmoth, right? I just thought that when he played Young Wolf, I just kind of assumed that he would. Maybe that deck just plays Young Wolf just because it does. Not sure if this is good. He might be playing Bowmasters. In which case this would be good. It could be fine, like, anyway. I should probably just bring it in. When in doubt, just got an Ocelot Pride. I don't think the Blood Moon is great, even though it does kill the Saga. This Chermos might be good though. He might have like Eldrazi Temples as well. No, he probably doesn't. He's playing like, oh yeah, he's playing like Grist and stuff. So it would be only for the Saga. We have like 2 Traben Charms, Wear Tear, and a Thalia against that. Maybe I can bring in like 1 to kind of like cheese him out with that. This Chain to the Rocks might not be great either. Sorcery Speed removal spells are worse against them. Maybe I keep the Pride and cut the Chain. Though Chain could... not sure. Could be good against like Delighted Hierophant and stuff, but if he's just like going to be on the plan of just like making... yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, guys. Let's just go like this. He could have like a big token from Saga. He could have a turn 1 Mana Dork. He can maybe kill Young Wolf or one of the like the Busking Broodscales or whatever. It's probably fine. Okay, keep this hand. There's a chance that playing the Pride is better because maybe I wanna play a different card than the guide next turn, and in that case maybe having Pride in play already is better because you start making tokens, which can be especially relevant with this Ajani. Though I'm a little bit worried about Bowmasters, even though we didn't see it though. He needs like, you know, we saw so many cards and there's like only so many cards you can have in your deck. Like, I'm not really sure if he has space for Bowmasters as well, though he could have it in his sideboard. Starting making tokens against you know, is pretty good with this Ajani, because maybe next turn I can I just want to play the Ajani, though there's a pretty good chance that I will just want to go 1 drop plus discharge, in which case just playing the guide is better. I don't know, I'm just gonna play the guide. There is the saga. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Yeah, he probably doesn't actually have that many good creatures that I would want to kill on turn 2. I just didn't kind of realize that his 2-drop is going to be this a lot of the times. So playing the Pride would be better. Because I would start making 1/1s. But Failure was a pretty good draw. Not gonna lie. Right, into bus. Green Sun Zenith for free. Okay. Well, Grist isn't really good against this Failure here because I just get to play Failure. Play a Johnny. Play the Pride. He could have like the 4-mana Birching Ritual or whatever it's called, the 4-mana like destroy all permanents with mana cost 2 or less and get a bunch of mana, but I don't really think I'm gonna play around that. I was just stupid. I should have. The guy should have been attacking him. Of course, I just didn't realize that I have enough anyway. Not really think it's going to make a huge difference, but it just looks stupid. I swear I don't play this bet normally, but I'm also like trying to think about what to say, and that just makes my you know, I have to think about two things simultaneously, and that makes it harder to focus on the game. I still hope I'm playing good enough. But given how the game is playing out, you know, the Pride is much better than a chain would be. So happy that I drew one of the two copies that I left in. I got a Soul's Cauldron. That's of course quite good with Grist. You can just put a counter on your guy and it becomes Grist basically, so you can start making 1/1s. Scavenging Goose. Didn't see that card for quite some time. So if I draw a land here, I can go discharge on one of my get tokens plus Fable, which is a red card, and shoot with Achani. Well, this also kind of counts, right? So, but maybe I just want to attack first. Is he dead? He's probably dead, right? Static prison. On that. I'll just attack with everything. This exiles that. Put counters here. And he just takes a bunch of damage, and then I can flip the Ajani, play a red card, and shoot him. He's even blocking the cat token, so I don't have to discharge my own guy. Oh, he's going to 1, so even killing his guy would be enough. $2-0, easy peasy. Let's hope to get a nice 3-0 here. We have a turn 1, Rega 1 again, and we even have the pride. So far I haven't really noticed the fact that I cut some of those cards. Definitely don't really like the Blood Moon main deck though that much. Rega 1, go. Oh, Lava Dart? Jesus Christ. That was a really good draw. The failure, it keeps impressing me. Like, it's just really good. I don't know why I wasn't liking it before. Maybe it was because of the setup of my deck or the way I was playing. But it has been quite good. Unfortunately, I don't get to ambush him here because he can just flashback the Lava Dart and he would kill the failure. But right. Not bad. What's my plan here? So I can either play the Pride or discharge, right? I don't really think I want to discharge my own cat token to flip a Ajani against a burn deck. I would rather kill his Swiss Spear, I think. The Pride doesn't seem great because he has the Lava Dart, but you know, I have a Ajani in place, so it's not like the end of the world. I think I want to use the discharge though. Mutagenic growth. How does this work exactly? So choose a land or non-land, then you reveal and you get the top card. Okay, just a green cantrip card. Definitely blocking one. The question is if I want to block the other one as well. Remember, he has the mutagenic growth, so that's 5 damage at least. He can also flashback the lava dart, and he can have like a bolt, so he can get quite dangerous actually. I think I should block both. Kind of problem with that is that then he can, if he has the bolt, he can maybe just bolt the Ajani, and I'm kind of left with nothing. But I don't know, this is just like a turbo prowess deck, and I think it's quite dangerous to not block here. He can even have like a second mutagenic growth or something, and maybe he just doesn't have the bolt, and then it's you know, fine. Yes, he didn't. All right. Okay, so I can make a dude and then just blink it to get another 2/1. Wow, this failure is insane. Quite good though. Yeah, I didn't mention that, but I actually do play Underworld Breach. So sometimes, you know, you stop like the early aggression, and then they just kill you with a breach. They can, like, I don't know, triple lightning bolt you or something. I'm not sure if they have like some kind of a combo with it. They can maybe draw like a lot of cards with cards with yeah, if they have a channeler plus bauble, they can just draw like infinite cards and then just kinda win that way. Yeah, this sucks. Nothing I can do about that though. The only thing I can think of that I could have done is to maybe hold the discharge to kill this channeler, which would make the breach worse. Wait, what happened to the breach? What happened? I'm confused. Did he surveil it into the graveyard? I don't know what's happening. Alright. At this point, I'm less worried that he's actually gonna kill me with this, and maybe I just wanna have the guy in the play. 4, 7. I can pump with the Ajani. 3, 6. Maybe I want to jump with this. 3, 6, 10. That at least means he cannot fetch. Plus the pride, it cannot really attack into this. Yeah, sure. Let's do it like this, I guess. Hopefully we don't die here. I just don't think there is that big of a danger to die here, so I just don't really want to jump. Plus this can maybe potentially kill him, depending on what I draw. Maybe if I draw like a red creature or a removal spell or something. So I can blink this to attack with these. Let's see what I draw. He's fetching now? Is he just bolting that Johnny? Okay. Well, that sucks. If I draw a Flage, he's dead. Even Bombardment kills him. Ragavan kills him too. Static Prison. It's not the worst, I suppose. I definitely want to get rid of the Chandler. That makes the potential breach worse. Question is, how do I attack? I think I have to keep at least one cat. He still has the Lava Dart though. Oh man. Maybe I just have to attack only with the Failure. But then he can just kind of outgrade me. He still has the questing druid. How much damage is this? 4, 5, 6, 7. So pretty much any burn spell kills me. If I just only attack with the Failure, he goes to 6. He like Lava Darts one of the cats. I jump here, he plays this. Then I'm in a pretty bad position next turn anyway. But I can draw something good, I guess. I can draw a Flage. Oh. I'm probably gonna die regardless, but... Just attack like this. Fear of missing out. That at least makes the Verter better. Now I know he has both Breach and Fear of missing out. I'm still not out of it. If I draw a Flage, you know, or like a Seasoned Pyro or something, I still think I have a pretty good shot here. Block. That's pretty bad, but I can maybe hit a fletch with it. I guess for that reason I should have put the Arena of Glory into play. I didn't realize this can happen. This doesn't help me. And now I'm just pretty much dead, I think. Guess I'm gonna pass. I cannot attack with Ophelia because then he just the Lavadars the 2-1 and I'm dead. Okay. I'm probably just dead, right? You can just flashback the Lava Dart, attack with the fear of missing out, untap this, and that should be enough. Maybe he will not realize. Maybe he forgot about this actually. I don't know. It seems like he would have cast it already if he knew about it, but maybe there wasn't a good opportunity. Not sure how many breaches do they actually play. I think I want an answer to it though. Well, this is definitely bad. It's probably way too slow. I could bring in like the orange chance just for the breach. But I do have Traban charms as well. It just seems kind of weak. So I guess it could stop like an attack or something. Maybe it's fine, man. I'm willing to try it out. All the X1s are kind of bad against the Lava Darts. Though they could be good if they don't have that. Not sure how good is the Fear Fire Foes actually. Probably not that great. Let's try it like this. He doesn't actually have that many X1 creatures. The only one I can think of is the Chandler, which is usually a free, and Fear Fire Foes is just going to be expensive removal spell. There is the orange chant. I'm gonna keep this hand, mostly based on the fact that I have Fletch in my hand. I'm gonna play the Surveillant first. That makes it more likely that I go double 1-drop next turn. Though I guess I could still like guide into discharge or whatever, but still I think that the chance of drawing like an Ocelot Bite is pretty good. I can also draw a Ajani, and just having the guide in play doesn't accomplish that much. So what did he hit? What did Foothills? Oh, And because I surveilled, I did hit the second one drop. And a guide. No! I could flip the Ajani here, but it isn't actually that great against his deck. Because if I make a token, he can just lightning bolt it. If I just plus it, he can play like a slick shot or Monastery Swift Spear or whatever and just kill it with attack. Don't really think I wanna just play a Flage here. I think I'm just gonna play a Ajani and pass. That just kinda covers all of my bases. Sure. Slick shot. Let's just draw. Ooh. Maybe I just want to dash that. It's just a good opportunity to use it. Later it might be bad against Lava Dart. And his deck, there's actually a lot of hits that I could have hit, basically like every card. But you always hit a land with Ragavan, always. Not my opponents, but I always do. That's getting a little bit dangerous. Ooh, that's not bad. So let's attack first. I think I'm actually just gonna time block him here. Okay. Oh, I should have chosen to... No, then I would lose one of the Ajanis. Okay, I was about to say that I should have chosen not to flip because I can just flip it with the Ajani, but then I would have to sack one and I would have one less creature. So this is actually good. Let's play this. Play this. Make a dude. He could kill the Ragavan in response, but then he would lose a land. And then on upkeep, I'm just gonna time walk him. The orange chan is pretty good here. It's pretty good against the slick shots that he has put into an exile. Well, the Ragavan was okay this game, but basically the question is whether Ragavan or the Assault Pride is better. I think it's pretty close. This is a better top deck later, and it works better with Ajani because just because it's a red card. Also, as I said already, he has a lot of good hits, or like, you know, I'm playing a red deck, he's playing a red deck with infinite 1-drops. Basically any card I hit, I can immediately play. Maybe I just maybe this is just way too bad, I guess. I do have enough protection for the breach, and maybe he's only playing like 2 copies or whatever. I also didn't see that many of the fears, so maybe he's playing only like, you know, 1 or just a couple, and a Berter could be potentially a dead draw. Not a great hand, but I'm gonna keep. I do have 2 removal spells, and then maybe Pyromancer can fix my draw. I'm just gonna discharge on my turn so that nothing too bad happens to me. Of course, he could have a mutagenic growth, but at least in that case, I will get the energy to spend with the static prison. Life actually matters quite a bit against him, so I'm like thinking that maybe I should search for a mountain here. Though mountain isn't great, but it especially punishes me if I draw a white 1-drop for the next turn, because then I just want to go 1-drop and a prison, and I just wouldn't be able to do that. But if I don't, then maybe I have a 2 extra life, which can definitely matter. It's actually pretty tough. I am gonna search for the mountain, but I have a low confidence on that. Oh, he just passed? Maybe just F6 through the turn. But either way, I'm pretty happy. And now, barring some crazy breach turn, you know, I'm just gonna be able to exert Flash next turn. So that should be pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't have like extraction or something. And that should be game. Yay, I was able to go 3-0 despite my horrible plays. If you like the video, definitely leave us a comment, like and give a subscribe to the channel. We also started posting more on Instagram, so give a follow to us there as well, Naya Games. And I'll see you in the future videos. Bye!